mind is okay. Off your mind, what you sound like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay.
Biafra, we have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes. Our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always. All hail Biafra.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. That name that strikes fear into the heart of the Fulani Janjaweed. When they hear IPOB, they start having nightmares. I lead that very movement. Movement of the children of light. And have we not brought enlightenment to all the people? This very movement that heaven ordained must free the whole of Nigeria. Everybody must be free. And that light, the same way that the sun rises from the east, that light is coming from the east, as always. I am the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. God gave me another assignment this year, it seems. Not only to serve the wonderful people of Biafra, but also to serve the brave youth of Nigeria. And that is what I'm doing this evening. And will continue to do until everybody is free. Until every corrupt politician is either in the grave because they'll be hanged or they are in prison. The difference between some of you and us is that we say something and we do it. If you keep muttering and bumbling, those things are bad, oh. Oh, things are bad, oh. Here, we make our dreams become a reality. Not because we have any strength, not because we are better than any other person, but because Elohim is on the throne.
Thank you for joining me this emergency broadcast this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Nnamdi Kanu is alive, and it looks healthy enough for us to know that they couldn't break him. And when they asked him, why did you call Buhari idiots? As part of the charges, they have now amended why they are charging him for treason. They said he called Buhari idiots. He uses his platforms on social media to bully Buhari. Therefore, he will be charged for treason. You need to share this broadcast. There's a particular video that I actually want to listen to before getting into this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu responded to the judge, I am not guilty of any of this. Let the legal battle begin. Remember, this is going to be a trial within trial. He was kidnapped. Extraordinary rendition is an international crime. Don't let them play you. Get to it.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube,
IPOB, Maiyegun General, Abakare, Mama Naora, Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi go onye do IPOB, Maiyegun General, Abakare, Mama Naora, Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi.
Thank you very much. I know many of you are already following the news, but I am personally happy that I could see him alive, like many of you. That not just being alive, right? You all saw him and you could tell he is unbothered unworried. And he looked at them pretty much like, enjoy your circus. Can we all start from where, can we all take it from where this whole thing started from? Referendum is not war. Referendum is not enmity. Nigeria is beyond fractured. It is ruined. Buhari has expanded the fault lines that those before him never crossed. And it is a journey of no return because they have already killed people for it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped first in December 2015 because he was asking the Biafrans to prepare themselves, harm themselves, defend themselves because of what he believed was coming that many of us never really saw then. He saw them and he warned us, and he became a target of the today now known jihadists in government in Nigeria. He warned us, but they said his words were too harsh. His words were not pacifying. His words were not begging enough. His words were so too strong. Therefore, they lost the message. And thousands, not just thousands, tens and hundreds of thousands of people have been killed in the last 6 years alone. So they kidnapped him and they said he was bringing in a weapon of mass destruction. That was the lie sold to the majority who had no idea that what they are holding Nnamdi Kanu for, all of you should know that you are all in that same bondage. Only if you understand what pushed him and others to say, enough, we won't do this anymore, should be pushing every one of us in every part of Nigeria, whether you are from northern Nigeria or you are from southern Nigeria. But again, Buhari sold the lie. He said Nnamdi Kanu brought radio to Nigeria to divide Nigeria. Therefore, it is a treasonable felony in 2015. Just let me remind you of that.
But Mr. President, the State Security Service has consistently, since you came in, disobeyed court orders. I can mention Kayode Are, I can mention Sambo Asuku, he has about 3 bails and is still being arrested. I can mention Patrick Bole Kemi. I can go on and on, Nnamdi Kanu of Biafra agitation. These people have legitimate bails from the court, and then they're still being held. Are you not worried? And then, secondly, sir, why
we can only take one? I'm really sorry.
All right, sir.
We've got limited time. Yes, Mr. President.
Are you a lawyer? I'm a journalist, sir.
You want to be appointed lawyer then? Technically, if you see the type of atrocities those people committed, I'm very sorry to say this publicly, against the country, if they jump bail, if say the former president just wrote to the governor central bank and said, give 40 billion naira, 40 billion to so. And then he fills the accounting and you give him bail or you ask him to go and see his doctor in London. While you have 2 million people in IDPs, half of them they don't even know their parents. Which kind of country do you want to run? And the one we are calling Kanu, do you know he has 2 passports? One Nigerian, one British, and he came to this country without using any passport. Do you know he brought an equipment into this country, a sophisticated equipment, and was broadcasting for Radio Biafra? Which kind of government do you want to have?
But we wrote an editorial against him in Premium Times.
What?
Premium Times wrote an editorial against his radio station and called on the federal government to stop that.
So he should be given bail to go away. There's a treasonable felony against him, and I hope the court will listen to the case.
the unintelligent, clueless dictator, Buhari. He called radio equipment sophisticated equipment, and they charged Nnamdi Kanu for felony, treasonable felony. Now, I decided to take you back that memory lane because that was the genesis when they kidnapped him from his own hotel, from his hotel room in Lagos. They said they kidnapped him because he was going to use the radio to overthrow Buhari. People didn't know that was actually the beginning of what was to later come. Look at what has happened. Look at a lot of things that have happened since then, since 2015. And they continue to put up different lies and lies to continue to make you justify and validate their criminality and their real intention, which they are hiding. The intention is no longer hidden. The government is now fighting to protect Fulani terrorists in Nigeria. It is no longer hidden. It is the state, it is the government policy. People are being killed for it, for resisting that move. And Nnamdi Kanu is still using his platform to warn us, to prepare. This time around, it's not just warning us. He is now gone into action. I say, listen, if you can't protect us, we'll protect ourselves. How does that become a crime? But to Buhari, he needed all of you and his gang and the rest of them to believe them that Nnamdi Kanu is more dangerous than Fulani terrorists who cross the desert down to Ibarapa to start kidnapping people and killing people. Nnamdi Kanu is more dangerous. And the only way they could do that is what they have now scaled up in eastern Nigeria. The government-sponsored terrorism in eastern Nigeria called unknown gunmen. They did all this because to them, this could be an evidence to now say, okay, if you say radio cannot make Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist or somebody who want to overthrow Buhari, what about the unknown gunmen? Then people said, can you please give us any link to where Nnamdi Kanu placed order for guns, placed order for anything to link him to your unknown gunmen? That is why the legal battle is about to start now. But they shot themselves on the foot. You know what they did? They kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. To them in Nigeria, nothing they happen. Waiting go happen. Waiting anybody won't do. Nigerian government can take you anywhere. They can do anything anywhere. The government is so powerful. The world doesn't care about you. UK doesn't care. America doesn't care. Oh, I love that because that makes you feel so kind of hopeless, as Nigeria always wants you to be hopeless. The world is not a banana republic. Okay? Those who killed Thomas Sankara 30 to 37 years ago, many of them are old today. Some of them are dead. Some of them have tasted power. And some of them are still even in power, but they are about to answer for it. Trust me, they will never go unpunished. So to those who are thinking, nothing will happen, at least we have the names of those who carried out the kidnapping. Abi, they did it in the name of Nigeria and Kenya, Abi. Shipping out today, they are there. You wait and watch how this whole thing is going to play out. Like Barrister Ejimako said, there will be trial within trial. So the pressure has managed to push them that they could no longer keep Nnamdi Kanu. You know what they did? They amended the charges. Now, they said they are charging Nnamdi Kanu for calling Buhari idiots. They are charging Nnamdi Kanu for using his platform to, to engineer the insecurity going on in eastern Nigeria. The same insecurity that Hopeless Uzodinjo came out and said politicians in eastern Nigeria should stop all this madness. That all the crisis in eastern Nigeria, the killings and all of that are being sponsored by politicians. Hopeless Uzodinma said that. Anambra State Governor, when Malamu, the people sponsoring the unknown gunmen in eastern Nigeria, when Malamu said they were going to declare a state of emergency in Anambra. Obaino, governor of Anambra, had to go to Abuja and said, you are talking rubbish. What insecurity are you talking about? The ones that all of you are sponsoring to militarize Anambra State. Blame it on IPOB. Then hand over the state to Andy Uba through your already planned and completed rigging plan. So why would you declare a state of emergency in my state? Because you want to grab the state. And yet, on the other hand, you want all of us to blame IPOB for it. So in their court papers, they are charging Nnamdi Kanu for all the insecurity in eastern Nigeria. The place is never visited in the last 4 years. They said his messages causes division and all of that. His messages have always been one and one only. Biafrans must fight and die protecting themselves from those invading them. Meanwhile, those who are the saboteurs within the Biafra land, who are collecting money to give land to these invaders, collecting money on the blood of their people, are those who are now probably giving Buhari the idea of, yes, charge him, is the one that is causing the crisis. It's never been there. So they asked him. But there is something they didn't ask. The one that everybody expected for them to put in that document today. Ask me which one. That Buhari is dead. That the person right there, that they keep changing the president and is a clone. Do you know that? That is exactly why they decided to hunt him down wherever he goes. It was a powerful one that they couldn't dispel. Among other things that IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, released against this corrupt government and killer government. The one they couldn't do anything about is that Buhari is dead. And Nnamdi Kanu is so convinced that he is ready to engage anybody within the circle of Buhari. Sounds so ridiculous to many of you. So they decided to hunt him down before he does more damages. But guess what? When they are now holding him, they did not put that in their court paper. That why did you say the person inside Aso Rock is Jibri from Sudan? Why did you say the person inside Aso Rock is Mohammed Yusuf from Mali? Why did you try to change the to tarnish the image of the president, powerful president of Africa, Buhari? Guess what? They did not put that in that document. Have you asked yourselves why? Because that seems to be the main thing. If there's anything at all that really gets them that destabilizes them, is because Nnamdi Kanu told us that Buhari is dead, buried in Saudi Arabia. Shouldn't they be holding him for that? Shouldn't that be part of the charges? Well, it's not part of it. They said he called Buhari idiots. How dare you call him idiots? That is a treasonable felony. I have called him lifeless Megad. I have called him Mumadu Buhari. I have called him lifeless mannequin. Lifeless mannequin, yes. I have called him so many other things. So I'm already a treasonable felon. Trust me, I am. Somebody said, Maiyegun, don't even bother going to Nigeria. I was like, what did they find for Nigeria? I know, now here they live, now here they work. What did I want to go find? Now straight to DSS detention or whatever, what do they call it? They did not include that in their charges. And they now asked him, are you guilty or not? And unexpectedly, Mazi answered them that I'm not guilty. Bring up all of your charges. We will trash them here. But yeah, this is why I am personally quite happy. Nnamdi Kanu is alive. And it did not appear to be broken. I managed to pick a lot is going on online right now. And the first thing is that their judge has now adjourned the case till the 10th of November. Ladies and gentlemen, we can just say they adjourned the case to the next 18, 20 days or so. That's just about 3 weeks away. It has started though. Now, the mobilization, the resistance, the resilience, the consistency of every one of you all over the world, especially those of you who have been doing so well in your own kind of advocacy, documenting everything as they happen. I want you all to continue to do that. That moment has come. The politicians in Eastern Nigeria are going to tap into this, but it is on you to ensure that their 2023 mirage that they are plotting on, latching on this, should never be allowed. And what do I mean by that? You're going to be seeing a lot of support now. They have all seen that Nnamdi Kanu is alive too. Buhari blanked all of them out until now. Now that they have seen it, they are going to have a way of warming their selves back into their heart, but it's to take an advantage. However, the most paramount thing you should look out for in whatever they do, whatever meeting, whatever plot, whatever thing they say in the media, what you should be looking out for is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally. And that conversation they are so scared of having, the one they abandoned in 2017, you have to ensure you drag them back to it. All animosities, all divisions, all bickerings, all fightings, everything that makes all of you go against go against one another, at this point, you have to bury them. You know why? I suspect something when I saw that image. I told you, I read a few things about psychology, even though I didn't major on it, right? But when I was studying that image, I felt like when Nnamdi Kanu saw the vibration, the preparedness, and then what have you, that surrounded his appearance in court today, I bet it's because that is not his first time of being taken to their court in Abuja. I believe he felt that despite all they did to you or still doing to you, he could feel that breeze of love and emotion and affection all around him that somehow radiated him to life. And he gave a very, very beautiful smile of hope for those who could study pictures, pay attention to it, say things, and then say, he's strong. When they say he's strong-willed, not many people like strong men. Do you know that? But a lot of people admire strong men secretly. So all the infighting, all the bickering, all the gossiping and all of that, if you see anybody right now that says he loves Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he loves IPOB, he's been doing this, he's been doing that, maybe they've not been getting the proper recognition they wanted. But nevertheless, many of them have latched on the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Did you see him? Did you hear him? Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, oh, did you hear him say that? My friend, shut up. All this, Sabo, we don't trust them. All this, that. You see, those who were latching on that before now, this is the time for all of you to shit your swords. And it is for your own interest. You know why I'm saying this? If you see anybody that turn on his camera or a camera and is bashing another person, fighting this person, fighting that person, just know one thing. And whoever that person is that claim to be either Biafran or is a lover of Biafran, just know that person is never, ever part of you. And I'll tell you why I suspect so. All we needed all this while was to see him alive. We know that the charges they are bringing up against him, they were just charges to buy time, charges to manage to see if they could manage to break into his head, break into his organization, break into so many things and make all this go away, right? That is it. We know there are charges that can never, ever be proven at in any reasonable court of law. It's just to buy time. But the only thing that can keep the fight and keep it stronger, vibrant than ever, is the fact that he's alive and you've seen him, and how to get him out of there should now be your major concern. And anyone and everyone that could make that happen, you don't give a damn at what they do. Nnamdi Kanu should leave that place ASAP. You shouldn't fight yourself to make that happen, should you? Nobody should be blackmailed by any reason or gaslighted to get Nnamdi Kanu out of that place. Everybody should be speaking on how those politicians who are going to try to milk this, those politicians who are going to try to be your friends suddenly, because they have also been waiting. That's what everybody wanted to see. Is he still alive? Is he still all right? He was tortured for 8 days in Kenya. They put a black hood on his head when they brought him to Nigeria into their courts. His lawyers, everyone that has been trying to reach him, have a chat with him, to offer help and all of that, they have been debunked and rejected. Nobody knows anything. But that was then. This is now. Whatever has caused all your angers, I am sending these messages to you, the Biafran agitators, the Biafran crusaders, the Biafra advocates, the freedom fighters, the liberation advocates, those who love others too. I'm saying it directly to you now. If you go out there after today and you are still fighting somebody, or you are still targeting these people, especially some of you who are so fixated, fighting your DOS, or even fighting the Simon Ekpa, all this disagreement, all this missing puzzle, you have seen it today. What you should have right now is he must get out of that place. ASAP. No matter what they do, no matter who does it, no matter who that person is that comes out to say, oh, I'm going to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu comes out. We don't care what they do. What you should care about now is use your own different platforms. Use your different resources. Use your different contacts. Make those calls now. Tell them, we have seen him alive. They couldn't break him. Yes, he is there because he warned us. He is there because he told us what they would do to us. He is there because he put up a fight and said we will fight back. He is there because he cares. So whatever you do, do it now. And let me tell you something. This whole thing is actually a thankless job. It is not a competition. If anybody goes out there and start fighting each person, maybe they just thought this is a competition or a game. Why is that person getting more people listening to him? Just let that few that will listen to you listen to the truth that supports whatever other bigger person is doing, as long as everything is coordinated enough and towards one message. Come on. That's how I reason, by the way. I was so happy when I saw him today. And he was wearing his Fendi. The same one, Arewa Twitter, ran mad. Say, hey, look at him when he was kidnapped and brought to Nigeria. About 3, well, what am I even saying? That's about 5 months ago. So when they kidnapped him and brought him down to Nigeria, he was wearing that Fendi. And they said, look at the Biafran leader. He is wearing designer. Oh boy, have you actually met the real hardworking Igbos and you have met the real Biafrans themselves? These are fashionistas, hardworking people that love to spend their money just like everyone else. But again, they wanted to latch on that because the person and the people in charge of Nigeria sold poverty mentality to everyone, making you feel like if I wear this new t-shirt of £5 and it looks good on me, then I must be doing something so wrong or criminal to be able to afford a clean cloth. That is what they are doing to Nigerians. And their minister went about, the same ministers who are flying first class over nothing, first class private jet to go and see medical doctors in London, to go and see medical doctors in America, to go and pay school fees of their children in Canada. The likes of Laya Muhammad, they came out and said he's wearing Fendi, he's flying private jets, he's sleeping in expensive hotels, even though they couldn't present any of that. And we asked, hello. So flying first class is actually a crime in Nigeria. So they put all those together. And today, I love it. Somebody inside their DSS decided to iron and, to give the defendant to a proper dry cleaner or so. And look at that. It looks clean. Look at him. You can see. See that? Feels good. If you do this, where is that again? If you do, I wanted to try that before. Let me see if I can. If we go this way to Mazi's head, yeah, that will make him Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's. You know what I mean? I'm just trying something out, just to make it complete. Yeah, he's alive, even though Malamu and his terrorist families from their Arewa Caliphate, they were celebrating as if to say they caught a trophy. Who does that, by the way? Like, they are charging Nnamdi Kanu for saying Buhari is idiot. Is that not even like being too generous? Calling Buhari idiot? Somebody named his dog Buhari. They arrested the guy for treason. That is the Nigeria. And then yesterday, this guy was in Nigeria, and he's still in Nigeria, by the way. Erdogan, that guy from Turkey, the guy that because he wanted to prove to everybody that some people don't like him, he decided to stage a coup against himself in Turkey so that he can use that to round up all those he suspected as his enemies all over Turkey. Thousands, I'm talking about tens of thousands of people and their family members languishing in jail. Some of them have been killed. And it was actually the guy who organized it. Some of those who have never been in Turkey for the past 20, 30 years, they were charged in the coup to overthrow him. The guy is in Nigeria. You know what he told Buhari? He told Buhari that those who planned the coup against him 2-3 years ago or so, in Turkey, I don't know if many of you remember that period when they said there was a coup in Turkey. And then before you know it, Erdogan just came out. He survived the coup. Remember? Erdogan is in Nigeria. And he told Buhari, he said, those who planned the coup against him, some of them are in Nigeria and living in Nigeria. Waiting that one tell you, as all of you are preparing for 2023, it simply means you can wake up tomorrow morning and you will just see a phantom coup. Something that will look like, hey, Nigeria is going through coup. Nigeria is going through coup. Hey, before you know it, they will just say, oh, they've arrested the coup plotters. And they are now arresting their sponsor. That's how they will come in and pick your father, pick your mom, pick your aunt, pick your uncle, pick everybody that you don't even know are still going to be victims of whatever is coming now. Yeah? Once they start picking them, they'll just say they are people who are sponsoring coup against Boko. Like magic, everything will change overnight. Just same way we told you. Look around you. They told you to go and prepare for election. Election in 2023. Right? And they also told you that the power is not coming back to you in the South, whether you like it or not. Not just that. They are telling you that they have the numbers. Blah, 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 blah. Also, Malamu wrote a memo. And he sent the memo to Buhari. That Buhari, under the current circumstances in Nigeria, Buhari has the power under the constitution not to conduct election and declare a state of emergency all over Nigeria. He is allowed, is in your constitution. He will be the only president, right? The rest will be military. Every state will be governed by the military. And since he will be the president, and he's been protected by the military already anyway, so to do that is also an option. And what does that mean? You have 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. You have Southwest, Southeast, and the South-South, as they call them. What do you call it? Northeast, Northwest, North Central. Now, as we speak, more than 4 in fact, let's put it this way, 4 of your 6 geopolitical zones are embroiled in serious insecurity problem. I'm talking about the northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast, Niger, which is the south-south, they put it. So if you put them together, you have about 4 currently embroiled in serious crisis. So they are enough for you to wake up in 2022 and they will tell you it is legal. And don't expect then suddenly for those who told you that it is no longer fashionable to protest, that we should just ask the government and beg them. The people who used to protest in Nigeria before 2015, they are the people in power now, or people who are now eating from those in power because they have now joined the government. Abi? So don't expect them to come out suddenly to start protesting. No, protest. Okay. They will pay them as usual because they have already experimented everything that you can never or ever imagine would happen. So let me rephrase so that you understand that I'm not speaking in parable and I'm not speaking panya. All right? Listen, Erdogan is in Nigeria, and one of the sound bites from what he told Buhari was that those who planned coup against him in Turkey, some of them are in Nigeria, which means is a hint to tell Buhari that if you see a coup tomorrow, don't be surprised. They tried it against me and I killed them. I arrested their families. I erased them from record. You can do the same thing, just put it up here. You also have the support of your people. People said if you want to go for 10 times, they will keep it for you. The Southern Nigeria are saying they want the power back. It's up to you, Malam. I will be going back to Turkey. If you need my help, I've got guys who can help you. Now, that's a hint. Among other possibilities of their plans, that whether you are prepared or you are not prepared, that 2023, there is more to it, and you should pay attention. One of the reasons why they decided to frame up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, get Oloye Sunday Igboho out of the picture, so that when this whole thing starts happening, you will be wondering, how did this happen? Yes, it is possible. You will wake up. They will tell you, maybe everybody's day angry already. People are angry with the government, Abi. Then you will just wake up one morning. They will say, oh boy, breaking news. Aso Rock under attack. There is a coup. Which kind of coup be this? All the politicians, all the governors making mouth now. Some of them, when they get the news, some of them will quickly run away. Those who are going to jump on private jet overnight. So the following morning, you just realize, oh boy, it be like say coup don't do. Some of you will have mixed feelings and say, hey, Abi Buhari, they don't overthrow him. I don't even mind. I don't care. May they remove all these bad people. May they remove PDP, remove APC. That's the game. So when you now begin to feel that way, then they will just say, bang, 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 Buhari is alive. They have now staged another soldiers and they have stopped the coup. Now Nigeria is not safe. In fact, we cannot conduct election now. That means some people are really, really determined to kill Buhari. It will not be about Buhari. You see this northern Nigeria, that you see them, that they are like mob. Some of them are watching me right now. And I'm sounding like a Nicodemus to them right now. Like, are you predicting? I am not predicting. I am just dotting the line and crossing the T's. I am trying to bring all the pieces together so that you can make an informed decision that doesn't join you right now. Right? You can make an informed decision to prevent yourself from that happening. All these things happening around you right now, they are all handiwork of Buhari and his gang. And they seems to have all it figured out. Not because they are that smart. It's because they have the platform to do anything. What is that platform? Nigeria. They own it now. Whatever they do with it, everyone will have to deal with it. So it's now up to you. If you believe them, when they go after those who are exposing them, those who are telling you never to take their words, when they tell you to crucify Nnamdi Kanu, when they tell you to shoot down Igboho, when they tell you that killing IPOB members, or as they call them, looking for ESN member is in your own interest. When they tell you all of this, what they have behind are the things that you now have an idea of, but you are fighting it. You are fighting to believe it. You are finding it difficult to agree with it. But listen, men who believe this are fighting on. We just need you, even if you haven't made up your mind yet, yeah? We just need you to at least check what you have now. If they make you defend Nigeria, it will be towards what gain? Your gain or their gain. If it is towards your gain, ask me, would this be the first time that you, at least it's going to be the first time that you're going to actually say, I am gaining something for fighting for Nigeria? What would that gain be? Or if it is in their gain, that means they've always had it in the past until you felt like you could get something. That is not fair. It simply means so selfish. Once they take care of you, you don't care about others. But guess what? Nobody is safe as we speak. So if they set up activists, because that's what it is in Nigeria right now, they jail activists, and they pay terrorists. Do you understand that now? They celebrate terrorists and they jail activists. Why? Because those in government are terrorist apologists. So why should you defend their own feeding bottles for them? Nigeria is just their feeding bottle. So if you don't think this is possible, well, maybe in another 18 months, I will actually be your hero too. Somebody you will remember told you about anything and many things that these guys are up to, that they could do because they believe they could get away with anything. Where would you be then if you allow them to kill Nnamdi Kanu? If you allow them to kill Oloye Sunday Igboho? If you allow them to continue to kill every young people who have the courage to stand up to them? Where would you be when you finally realize that you have been used, you have been played, you have been used to support the killings of your own brothers and sisters simply because they told you they are your enemies, yet they are killing them for you so that the enemies will eventually come. And when you begin to run, you will remember how your brother died, how your sisters died, how you supported them because you didn't know much better according to you. But you also remember Maiyegun was telling us these guys cannot be trusted. Everything they presented to us is all laced with lies. If you pay attention very well, you will realize that it is all they are just means to an end. At the end of the day, on the road to that end, many of you are going to be casualties, like we are all casualties today. You will remember that I told you. That then will make me somebody like what's it I call the guy? Nostradamus. Yeah, Nostradamus. Or not Nicodem. I don't mix them up. Right? You shall know what I'm talking about. I will then become somebody that said it. That was what made millions of people to now revere and respect every word that come out of Nnamdi Kanu's mouth. You have no understanding. Many of those who never believed they will found Igbo land under this kind of attack, and their own leaders will not do anything. They looked back. They really remembered that Nnamdi Kanu told them that will happen. What do you think they will do? They will listen to every word he says from then on. So maybe I'm going to be somebody that warned you now, and you told to shut up and keep quiet. And just down the line, you are going to realize, and you're going to look for me. Maybe I won't even be here then. We should be grateful that Nnamdi Kanu is still here with us. Do everything to keep him safe. Do everything to get him out of there. Because 10 years ago, Nnamdi Kanu was out here. Somebody who actually believed in Nigeria. And he said, if nothing is done with this agenda of these people, we are all doomed. In fact, it will break Nigeria into pieces. He said it. Some of you laughed 10 years ago. Those of you laughing right now, looking at me and thinking he doesn't know what he's talking about. Look at me very well. In 10 years' time, if you continue to defend and protect Nigeria that doesn't defend or protect you, you probably are going to feel like what you are going to feel now, listening to this.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent situation of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the International Committee for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
10 years ago. 10 years ago. That is the man they are now telling you to look at as a monster. That is the man they are asking you to give them permission to humiliate, brutalize, and even kill. I am telling you mine now. I don't know what the future holds for me. I don't really know, but I have an idea. If in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, you're going to play my videos, you're going to play them back, and they're going to look so fresh. They're going to sound so new. And you're going to be so angry with yourself that you didn't listen then. So to everyone who is out there, who knows that with this kind of mentality, nobody should, with this kind of Buhari's mentality, yeah? Nobody should pretend to be in the dark.
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
Don't deceive yourselves. When your government says kill those activists, watch us humiliate them. When they pay when they move their policemen, their soldiers to kill innocent people, they're not doing it for you. They know one day you are going to get to that breaking point too. You're going to join them. So the only way to keep you and keep pushing you back is to tell you that if you try, it will kill you. But the reason why they can kill and get away with it right now is because you are still entertaining that fear. And according to Buhari, it is not ending soon.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
Amen. I'm going to see you later tonight. Let's rejoice. Mazi is alive. He's healthy. At least we saw that he's mentally sound. They couldn't break him. Don't let your own ignorance break you. Because as I see it, if Nnamdi Kanu is not broken, IPOB is not broken. If Nnamdi Kanu appear as healthy as I saw him today, unbroken, then I can look straight into your eyes and tell you now that IPOB, ESN, and Biafra struggle remains strong and hopeful. Take that from me. You will get to know the meaning later. As this progresses, keep the fire burning. Stop fighting yourselves. Stop everything that makes you feel like you love him more than one another. Yes, you do love him, but the only love that I saw, that I felt today, was that in all of your hearts, even despite all your angers, all your rage and disagreement and all of that, it is all still channeled towards one person, and that's him. And he felt it. It didn't appear worried or broken. And that is a message, even if he doesn't say a word to you. I'm still waiting for those who manage to take pictures. Possibly they manage to get a few words from him. Something he said on camera. If I found any, trust me, I'm going to feed on it tonight. I'll see you then. Until then, stay safe and share the news. Nnamdi Kanu is alive. He's fine. And is what? He's winning. He's winning the war. I love that part. Yeah? Thank you so much for joining me, by the way. I'm going to see you some other time.
Oh, you do IPOB. Oh, Mary, Abakare, Mama Daura, Unapuri, Mary, Nnamdi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri, Mary, Nnamdi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri, Mary, Nnamdi bu onye du IPOB. O Mary Nnamdi mbiro ya. Abakare, Mama Daura, Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí fa. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun.